What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again, my friends, with another banger. So go ahead and kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
You can have a night as far as having as many turnovers as we had with taking good shots. You lose games taking bad shots. And for us, we're finally getting to that point where we're taking better shots and we're taking rhythm shots. And it's paying off for us, especially in a game like this.
South Carolina coming off a dominant performance against Texas, proving that they are still the champs, the cream of the crop of the SEC, and everything with the Southeastern Conference runs through Columbia. Dominant performance against a team who everybody kind of was saying was the biggest threat to their reign in the SEC, but proved no match. Now, I broke down the game and got into in-depth details, recapping the game in my last video. So here it's more so focusing on the improvements that Coach Don Staley's talking about. South Carolina turned the ball over 22 times in this contest. Still impressive they won by 17. I think that's very impressive. But the turnovers have almost cost them a couple of games this season and have made it's helped teams really keep up with them and stay in the game late. And, it's something that they really need to clean up. It's a big area in hoops that can definitely cost you some games, definitely disrupt the offensive flow. And Coach Don Staley is calling for improvements in not only taking care of the ball better, but some other areas as well.
We haven't reached our potential. Like, we're still getting better. We're still getting used to it. And then we have an injury like Ashland, and then we're still formulating who we are. And this league will tell us. This league will tell us who we are. It will define who we are. And then, you know what? I mean, we in the successes that we have, the years that we've been very successful, we've been a great rebounding team, right? That's one. Two, we've been a efficient field goal shooting team, and we're not there, as far as the numbers. Look at the NCAA numbers, and it's like, you're in, 12, and you need to be around one or two, top 5 in those categories, because there are really good teams out there that's going to challenge those two areas, and we're getting better. We're taking better shots. The rebounding thing, we have 20 offensive rebounds. Fortunately for us, that toughness and that will to play through it really helped us. But giving up 20 offensive rebounds will kill you probably any other night besides today. They're focused. They were focused today. Like, they wanted to win, and they didn't let their foot off the gas, no matter what was happening on the floor. We had some bad decisions and turnovers. We turned the page, and we haven't been a team that turns the page. We've been a team that would complain here or there and not get back on defense, but we just turned the page. It was, it was beautiful for them to play that way, because we're always harping, let's get back. I think Lay has some turnovers, and usually she'll just stay in the moment. She got back. She got steals. She got another layup. So it is those kind of plays that will close the gap with some of the, some of the things that we need to improve in.
Now, when you're that good, you're going to get nitpicked. And I agree with Coach Don Staley. They have the leadership, the veterans to push through. They've overcome the Ashlyn Watkins injury, undefeated without her so far. And I think it was a wake-up call for the rest of this team to really lock in. The UCLA game was definitely a wake-up call, and then Ashlyn Watkins going down, I think, has this team playing on another level. But the turnovers, man, they've been careless with the basketball at times. On the season, they're averaging 11.7 turnovers as a team. Two players are averaging over two turnovers a game. Malaysia Fulwali leads the team in turnovers with 2.2, and is great and is an exceptional player that she is, third leading scorer, the spark plug off the bench, one of the best ball handlers in the country. She has definitely struggled with turnovers, and it's something that has kept her from really, I think, getting the playing time that people have expected her to get coming into the season. She's still getting 18.4 minutes per game, but if it wasn't for the turnovers, I think that would be over 20 minutes per game, man. It's just times where she has looked borderline unplayable, and I think a lot of these turnovers have come just with entry passes during transition, broken plays, trying to advance the basketball, because they are that good in transition. But this is an area that needs improvement. You need your guards to take care of the basketball, to be strong with the basketball, and to make good decisions. I think they've done a great job of cleaning it up in recent games before today. I think that they're doing an incredible job of feeding the post with these crisp entry passes, but some of the passes are, telegraphed. Some of the passes are just not good passes. Some of the teams are just pressuring them to make bad decisions. We've seen them struggle a little bit with the full court press at times with teams. Turnovers have been a big issue. Also, keeping teams off the offensive glass, including Texas today, has been an issue for South Carolina. Even through the SEC play, keeping teams off the offensive glass has been a struggle at different stints of the game. But the turnovers have been atrocious, and it's stifling the offensive rhythm. This team could be scoring a lot more points if they took better care of the basketball, and I'm right there with Coach Don Staley. If you want to play championship basketball, you have to really value every possession. I still think this is the most talented roster other than UCLA. Like, they're neck and neck. I'm still taking UCLA right now. They've proven that they were the better team. These teams see each other in March, though. They're going to look totally different. I think the focus has shifted. They look sharper at times, but there's stretches, man, where it's just it's just really sloppy periods, sloppy pockets of basketball that are being played. And I know people are going to be upset, feel like we're nitpicking, but y'all heard it from Coach Don Staley. Like, you got to take care of the basketball. The turnovers have been atrocious. It's inexcusable to be turning the ball over 22 times. The fact that they still won by 17 is scary, but it's also due to the fact that Texas shot so poorly in this contest, man. If Texas shoots the ball better, they're winning this game. You got to give credit to South Carolina, though, for forcing tough shots, making Texas guards and perimeter players uncomfortable throughout the game, and it's helped them. But teams have also shot themselves in the foot against South Carolina. When they play the LSUs, when they play the Tennessees, when they play the Oklahomas during this crazy stretch of 5 ranked games back to back to back, will the turnovers continue to be an issue? Could it cost them another game like it did at UCLA? I don't know. We got to keep an eye on it, but they definitely have to take better care of the basketball and value every possession going into this tough stretch that they got going. This team is battle tested. They've played the strongest schedule in the country, and honestly, I think it's prepared them for whatever test is in front of them. But hey, you got to take care of the rock. Anyways, let me know how y'all feel in the comments about Coach Don Staley's comments on the turnovers, on the rebounding, on the effort. And y'all holler at me and let me know how y'all feel. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment to stay up with all the latest and the greatest. And join our memberships. We got exclusive content coming daily, weekly, whenever you need it. And until next time, we out.